I stay in my mother tongue is Gujarati. Which part?
Please be quiet. Only your clapping must be heard when we welcome them. Dear students, you know, we are studying every day, different subjects. We are having the knowledge of different subjects. We are acquiring the knowledge of so many subjects. What is we say? We are the part of academics. But my dear students, only the knowledge about the book, what we say book knowledge is not sufficient. We need to have the spiritual knowledge, the life values, the morals, which will make us stand against any adversity in the life. You know, India is the country with the maximum proportion of youth today. But many a time we are experiencing the youth is not guided properly and they do not give a very good outcome. So here we have today the type of ambience with such dignitaries to create such spiritual ambience which is going to be put up something, a great life values which is of today's need. You know, in Sanskrit we have some saying. We are educated. We have the saying, Saksaraha Viprita Raksasa. Saksara means educated. But when they are not guided and when they turn down, they become the demons. Kintu, Saras Viprit Saras. If you read Saras from the front, if you read from the end, Saras, that is, we are going to be Saras in the presence of these all dignitaries. Not taking your much time, I welcome Her Holiness Sri Swamini Vimalanandji from St.Mary Mission. She is a disciple of Gurudev Swami St.Mary. Though being an architect in her education, she is such that building the society based on the values. Let us welcome her. I invite Swamini to receive the felicitation by Sister Tinsy. Let us give the big applause. Swami, we have the guest of honor from the royal family. She is from the state of जैसलमेर महारानी राजेश्वरी Rajlakshmi Devi from the state of Jaisalmer. And we know in the history, Jaisalmer is famous for the Bhatti dynasty. I would like to invite Father Justin. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Sister. Now we have, along with Swamini Vimalanandji, the disciple. I would like to welcome disciple Father Joshi. Father Joshi will offer the bouquet. Along with that, we have the dignitary from our local body, municipality, Sri Kripal Singh ji. I would like to welcome Kripal Singh ji. I would invite Jignesh sir. Welcome Chayaba, who is a member of Gordon's family. Along with these dignitaries, I would invite Daksha teacher to welcome Chayaba. And dear students, now it is a time to be in the ocean of spirituality and the life values, which is the basic foundation of every student and every society. So for that, may I please invite our Father Principal Joshi to invite Swamini Vimalanandji over the stage. Father.
Already we have a very warm welcome to Swamini. Let me begin with the knowledge of the divine is the beginning of wisdom. And that is what every human being acquires from beginning till the end. Today we have Swamini Vimalanandji from St.Mary mission from Coimbatore to enlighten us with her deep knowledge of wisdom. She has been into education and she loves the educators are and educators. When you listen to somebody, you acquire many wisdom or experience. So we welcome her into St. Mary's family. I also welcome Her Holiness Maharani Rajlakshmi of Jaisalmer to this school, to this family of St. Mary's, that we are all happy that you are here today with us to enlighten us, to enrich us with your deep ocean of experience. So we thank you for being here with us. Also we welcome you to ours. Thank you.
Thank you, Father.
वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Hello and namaskar to everyone. If I say namaskar, what are you supposed to say? Can you all just say namaskar? Put your two hands together. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, it's a form of greeting, no? When someone says hi, what do you say? Hi. Similarly, when I say namaskar, what are you supposed to say? Now, we are going to have an interactive session, but I expect all of you to listen carefully and not talk with each other. If you talk with each other, then I will keep quiet. Why? Because it is called bad manners when two people are talking for a third person to talk. So if I see any one of you talking, what will I do? I will keep quiet. Is that okay? Yes. Wonderful. And when I ask you questions, please do answer because I love it. Especially I love kids, so I love when you will answer me, I will just be very, very happy. Okay. Now, all of us must have had tea at some time or the other in our life. Have you all had tea sometime? Cha pidi che? Yes. Good. Now please tell me what are the contents of tea? Cha ma so hai? Tea powder? Milk? Sugar and lot of sugar and some water. See, you are talking with each other. I only want you to talk with me, okay? So, we have these three ingredients. Let's not talk of water, but we'll talk of what? Milk, sugar, and tea powder. Now, if you go to Punjab and have tea in the house of a Punjabi, all these three contents will be there. But what do you think will be maximum in the tea in Punjab? Milk, sugar, or tea powder? Milk. Absolutely right. Whoever gave a right answer, please give a clap for them. They do have tea powder also, and they do have what? Sugar also. But the main thing will be what? Now, if you go to a house of a typical Keralite in Kerala, not anywhere else, not here, in Kerala, from these three, what will be the maximum? Milk, sugar, or tea powder? Tea powder. It will be really kadak chai with little sugar and little milk. And in the house of a typical person in Saurashtra, you all know it, absolutely. એટલી બધી ખાંડ હોય જાણે કે ચાસણી હોય. ચમચીમાં મૂકો તો ગાડી પણ ના થાય, સીધી ને સીધી રહે. એટલી ખાંડ. ચા પણ હોય, દૂધ પણ હોય, પણ ખાંડ ભરપૂર હોય. Isn't it true? Yeah. So now we understand that even though tea, milk powder, tea powder, milk and sugar are in all the three, Punjabi tea, Gujarati tea and Kerala tea. Yet the taste is different because the proportion of the three is different. Understood? Yeah. Wonderful. Now, all of us, with zero exception, have three qualities. It is called guna. ત્રણ ગુણ બધામાં હોય છે. મનુષ્યમાં, પશુ પક્ષીમાં, વૃક્ષોમાં, બધામાં આ ત્રણ ગુણ હોય છે. Everything in the world has these three qualities, no exception at all. But yet everyone is different. No two people are the same. Why is that so? Because the proportion of these three gunas are different in each of us, and therefore we are all different. Now, you've understood me so far? Yes. Wonderful. So now what are these three qualities which are there, and what is this thing that is causing differences? The three qualities are called, first is called sattva guna. Can you all repeat it after me? Sattva guna. The second is called rajo guna. Rajo guna. And the third is called tamo guna. Tamo guna. Can you repeat back? Sattva guna. Rajo guna. Tamo guna. Sattva guna, rajo guna, and tamo guna. All of us have all these three. However, we have different proportion of these three in each one of us. When the thing has got a lot of sattva guna, it is called sattvic. What is it called? Sattvic. When there is a lot of rajo guna, it is called rajasic. What is it called? Rajasic. And when something has a lot of tamo guna, it is called tamasic. Tamasic. Sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. Fantastic. You guys are so smart, I tell you. Wonderful. I love to talk to kids who are so smart. Now, you know, not only human beings, but as I said, even animals and birds and plants have these three gunas. Okay? Now, the main characteristic of sattva guna is knowledge. What is the main characteristic? Knowledge. And other characteristics are peace of mind, kindness, compassion, love, friendship, faith. All these are what qualities? Sattva guna qualities. Okay? Think about it. Then the second is the rajo guna. The main characteristic of rajo guna is activity. And other characteristics are dynamism, anger, jealousy, greed. All these are what qualities? Rajasic qualities, rajoguna qualities. The main characteristic of tamoguna is inertia, jadata. And other characteristic of tamoguna are laziness, sleepiness, dullness, forgetfulness. All these are what qualities? Tamo guna qualities. Sattva guna મુખ્ય લક્ષણ શું છે? જ્ઞાન છે, પ્રેમ, શ્રદ્ધા, સહાનુભૂતિ, આ બધા સાત્વિક ગુણો છે. રાજોગુણનું મુખ્ય લક્ષણ શું છે? પ્રવૃત્તિ, એક્ટિવિટી. અને બીજા બધા લક્ષણ કયા છે? ઈર્ષા, લોભ. તમોગુણનું મુખ્ય લક્ષણ શું છે? જડતા, ઇનર્શિયા. તો આળસ, પ્રમાદ, ભૂલી ગયા. અચ્છા, હવે we are going to have a quiz. Are you all ready? Yes. I am going to divide it, and you're already divided. The girls are here, the boys are here. Girls versus boys. Everyone ready? Wonderful. And I want one of the teachers to count the marks. Who is getting? Who is the teacher who is going to do the mark counting? Okay, fine. I think I should ask you. teacher's board. So we'll have both of them counting. Okay? Because all the girls pointed here, all the boys pointed here. So let's just have a fair thing. Both of you will do the counting. Okay? If you have a right, no problem. If you have a 1 second, if you have a right answer, you get 5 points. If you don't have the right answer and the next group gets a chance, the next group gets 2 points. Is it okay?
Yeah!
Right. So now, and you have to be able to, if all of you shout, I can't hear. Is it okay?
Yeah!
So you have to put up your hands and then I will ask, okay, whoever it is. Because if you shout, I can't hear you. Everyone shouting together. Agreed?
Yeah!
Now I have explained what is Sattva Guna, what is Raja Guna, what is Tamo Guna. And which is, when it's dominant, what will happen. Now I'm going to ask you a question. As I told you, even animals and plants and birds, everything has these 3 qualities. Now you have to, okay, who's going to do first? First question goes to boys or girls? It is so interesting. Each one is pointing to the other. Very interesting. Okay, we'll always ladies first. Right, there you are. Now, all the girls, please be alert. It's your question. If you answer it, it's not my fault. They may get the... Okay, so all of you have to be quiet. No talking amongst yourself. And the question goes to the girls. Give me an example of a sattvic tree. As I told you all, Sattva Guna is there in trees and birds and plants, everything. Give me an example of a sattvic tree. Yes, please.
Neem tree.
Very good. The answer is absolutely right. Okay, any other examples? ગોળનું વૃક્ષ છે, ગોળ છે, પીપળ છે, આ બધા સાત્વિક કહેવાય છે. Now, let's go there. Give me an example of a rajasic tree. Yes. Absolutely right. Great, great. Give me an example of a tamasic tree. Please, no talking. Tamasic tree. Oh, આજ ઘણી જગ્યાએ દેખાય છે. Try at the most, you will be wrong. Yes, please. Huh? Banyan is, I only told you, the sattvic tree. We'll give her one more chance. Okay, fine. Absolutely right. I said I knew this intelligent crowd. Fantastic. Now, give me an example of a sattvic plant.
Tulsi.
Perfectly right answer. Tulsi is a sattvic plant. Give me an example of a rajasic plant. You study in your school, in this also it's there. Rose is it is a rajasic, okay, fine. I'll give it the answer. And there's another one also which you have, the fly trap. You have studied that?
Yes.
So the fly goes immediately it catches. You see that?
Yes.
That is also a rajasic plant. Now give me an example of a tamasic plant. Come on. Yes? Pitcher plant, I already gave you. Pitcher plant is a rajasic one. Anyone else? Yes?
Onion.
Onion, we call it a vegetable. We don't want to call it a plant right now. Let's give a plant.
Money plant.
Huh?
Money plant.
Money plant is quite sattvic, my dear. It's considered as a sattvic plant. Anyone else? When I give you an example, you say, oh, of course. Come on, they'll get a pass. Yes? Cactus is an absolutely right answer. Okay. Now you know why we in India worship the Tulsi. We worship Tulsi now. Why? It's sattvic. You understand why we worship? Because it's sattvic. People અને વડના વૃક્ષને પણ આપણે પૂજા થાય છે ને શું કરવા? કારણ કે સાત્વિક છે. હવે ખ્યાલ આવી ગયો? Okay. Now we go into what is called a rapid fire round. And a rapid fire round, both of them get a chance. Whoever answers first gets the point. Everyone ready? I will hear. And whoever gets it right gets the point. Give me an example of a sattvic animal. Absolutely right. Rapid fire has more marks. 10 marks. Okay, now you get, everyone gets a chance, okay? Rajasic animal. Yes.
Lion.
Absolutely right. Give it right. Tamasic animal.
Rhino.
Huh?
Rhino.
Rhino. Okay, I'll give it. Okay, it's more Rajasic. It's more Rajasic. It's actually more Rajasic. Anyone else?
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Right. Fantastic. A fantastic example of a tamasic animal will be an alligator or a buffalo. That's a classic example of a. Okay, now. And one of the better example of a Rajasic animal is a monkey. Because all the time, like, it never can be straight. Now you have not understood. Now, you have not understood. What is a Rajasic animal? What is Rajasic? What is Sattvic and what is Tamasic? Now, we human beings also have these three characteristics. Now, please tell me, this is not a quiz, part of the quiz. Now, tell me, how will a Sattvic person sit?
Straight.
You see, all of you were all like that. Everyone became straight. You all know it very well. The Sattvic person, how will everything you do reflects the gunas that you have. Everything, smallest of things, it shows. You don't have to say this person is Sattvic, Rajasic. Immediately from your behavior, you know it's Sattvic or Rajasic or Tamasic. So show me how a Sattvic person will sit, everyone.
Straight.
Show. Show me how a Rajasic person will sit. Show it. Show me how a Tamasic person will sit. Okay, now, in school you have your school books, right? Now, how will a Sattvic person's book be?
Neat.
How will a Rajasic person's book be? All the sides are all drawn, the edges are all red. How will a Tamasic person's book be? He has lost his book only. Where is your book lost? Now, you all have in your home, now you have cupboards and all, where you put your clothes and all that. How will a Sattvic person's cupboard be?
Properly.
How will a Rajasic person's cupboard be? If you open, everything will come out. when we say all this, you have to understand what we are. Each one will find out whether I am Rajasic, Sattvic or Tamasic. You understand? It's for us to see ourselves. Now, in the class also, you know, some children are always very helpful and kind and smiling and very happy. Now, what type of a child is that?
Happy.
And there will be some children who are all. What type of a child is that?
Rajasic. Rajasic.
ખબરદાર, જોઈ લઈશ તો મને આવી જાઓ. Or always complaining and કરતા હોય. Then what type of a child is that? Rajasic. And some children will be there who will not know anything. You tell them,
Tamasic.
What type of a person is that? Right now, what is your mood? Sattvic, Rajasic or Tamasic? Some of the Sattvic, some are quite Rajasic, I can see also. And some are... Even when the teacher is teaching in the class, some people will answer immediately, they are attentive, they know everything. That child is what? When the teacher is teaching, some people's attention is somewhere else also. I don't know, there will be some mistake. Then what type of a child is that? And some person, if the teacher asks a question, you know, did you bring your geography book? He'll say, What is the characteristic? You all understood? It is not just that the students have these three characteristics, even the teachers are sometimes in Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic mood. Is it true or not? Sometimes the teacher comes in the class and the teacher teaches and you understand everything and you say, oh, so nice, it was so... What happened? This is called sympathetic coughing. I'm coughing, so you're coughing. Good, wonderful. Now, sometimes the teacher comes in the class and teaches, and you understand everything very well. Then that time, the teacher is in what mood? Sometimes the teacher comes in the class and starts shouting. Everyone keep quiet. No one. What is it? What is the mood of the teacher? What is the mood of the teacher? Sometimes the teacher comes in the class and says, you open your book and do whatever you want to do. Don't eat my head. But teacher, I don't understand. Don't worry, even I don't understand. You do what you want to do, but don't eat my head. What is the mood of the teacher? Even at home, the parents also, sometimes they are so nice and loving and oh, very wonderful. What is the mood of the mommy and daddy? Sometimes they say, oh, chokko. What is the mood of the mommy daddy? And sometimes they say, maru mathu nahi kha, ja papa paase ja. Papa ke maru mathu nahi kha, tu ja. I'm not. Is it true or not? Everyone, what I'm saying is everyone in the world has these sattva guna, rajoguna and some have sattva guna more, some have rajoguna more, some have Now please tell me which is the best guna? Second? And last? Now I'm going to tell you a very, very important thing. Everyone attention please. All worry, some people are tamasic and rajasic at the back. This is a very, very important formula. Please remember this. All of you have seen a sitar or a guitar? Yeah! What does it have? It has strings. And it has knobs also. What do you do with the knobs? You tighten or loosen the strings. Is it true? Yeah! Now, if the strings are too loose and you try to play the sitar, what type of a sound will come? It will be terrible. If the string is too tight and you try to play, what will happen? It will come terrible. It will come very, very screechy sound, isn't it? But if it is adjusted properly and then you play the strings, what will be the sound? It will be perfect sound, right? Yeah. So from this you learn a very, very important formula for success in life. When the mind, the strings of the mind are very loose, that is tamasic, no good performance is there from us. If you have finished talking, I will continue. Can I continue? Yeah! No, you, the front, everyone is too attentive. It's the back ones. Shall I continue? Yeah! Okay, fine. So, no, don't worry. I'd rather you don't stand, That discipline because of a stick is not a great discipline. Self-discipline is better discipline. So let them discipline themselves, learn to discipline themselves. ऊपर हम टीचर आप उभा हो इन तमिल discipline था. That is not great. Do you agree with me? Yes. That is not great. It has to be self-discipline, and I'd rather have self-discipline than have teachers' discipline. Okay? So when if you're happy and quiet, I will talk. Otherwise, I'm fine. Are you okay, everyone? Yes. Can I talk? Yes. Okay, fine. So, if there is too much of tamoguna, the strings of our mind have become loose. If the strings of our minds are too tight, anger, jealousy, restlessness and all, then also it's not good. But if the strings of our mind are just right, then our performance in life is wonderful and we are successful. So the formula is not too loose, not too tight, just right. What is the formula of success? Not too loose, not too tight, just right. Once more. Not too loose, not too tight, just right. Not too loose means no tamoguna. Not too tight means no rajoguna. Then just right means what? Sattva. Sattva. Okay? You will be successful in life if you remember this formula. Not to lose, not too tight, just right. Now everything that I spoke to you today is from the Bhagavad Gita. The 14th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita talks about these three gunas and how to make our mind just right. Not loose, not tight, and just right. The chapter is called Guna Traya Vibhaga Yoga. What is it called? Guna Traya Vibhaga Yoga. And it gives this formula: not to lose, not to tight, just right. Now, if the principal permits, I will give the children a very interesting homework. Don't worry, it's not going to be a taxing. आज एक कोई बात है? गुरुवार. Okay. सोमवार. So you get enough time to do. શનિ રવિ પણ છે, you'll get. Now, whatever I have spoken, you have to either write a poem or draw a picture or a painting, or you can write a story, or you can make a cartoon from what I have spoken. Okay? I don't want you to repeat everything I said and write it out. No, that's not creative, that's not great. But if you can make what? Either a poem or a story or a painting or a cartoon. મેં જે કહ્યું છે એ કાર્ટૂનના રૂપે અથવા સ્ટોરીના રૂપે અથવા પેઇન્ટિંગના રૂપે અથવા પોએટ્રીના રૂપે તમે લખી દેજો અને પછી સોમવારના દિવસે તમે લઈ આવજો and give it to your teachers, and the best prize, the person who gets the best, you all choose, you all are the judges, you all this, Children Mission will give a prize to the best cartoon, the best poetry, the best painting, story. Yes, for all of this, the Children Mission will give a best prize. Okay, all of you ready?
Yeah!
Fantastic. What is the formula for success? Fantastic. I have found a wonderful set of children and I'm really, really happy to come here and talk with you. Thank you, Hari Om and Namaskar to everyone. Have any questions? See, you should not clap with half attention, okay? તાળી પડે તો બરાબર પડાય નહીં કરવાનું. તમારામાંથી કોઈકના માતા પિતાઓ અમારે હવા મહેલમાં પ્રવચન થાય છે, આવતા હશે કદાચ, પણ 15 વર્ષની ઉપર ના હોય એ જ આવી શકશે. We don't have lower than that. Actually, make the child what they are. Unfortunately, what happens in the home, there is only the hand of love, and therefore children break at home. In the school, there is only the hand of discipline, and therefore they break in the school also. I always say, if you do not have love, you have no right to discipline, and if you have only love, then your children are going to become spoiled brats. What? So what do you have to have? You have to have what? The hand of love along with the hand of discipline. And if that happens both in the school and the home, my God, the product is going to be A1, first class. You understand?
Yes.
Now the role of parents, my dear. Do you understand the role of the parents and the teachers now? Okay.
What do we have to do?
And don't ever call me ma'am, I'm not a ma'am, okay? Ma'am chu? No, I'm a Swamini, okay? तो दीदी बोलाओ, माताजी बोलाओ, स्वामी जी बोलाओ, काय पण बोलाओ, पण मॅम मिस ना बोलाओ, ओके?
What we have to do when there are no mistake of ours, but teachers scold us?
Okay, can you listen to the answer? Now listen to the answer. Many times we do not know the mistakes we have done. Many times we feel we have not done a mistake, but when you look at it from a different point of view, it is understood that there is a mistake done. Sometimes we actually, even when we are old also, we are not able to see ourselves properly. So we think, "Make I go to courage nothing." You know, મેં કંઈ ખોટું કર્યું જ નથી. આપણે એવું જ હંમેશા લાગે, પણ આપણે બીજાની દ્રષ્ટિથી જોઈએ ને ત્યારે ખબર પડે કે ના, કદાચ મેં પણ ભૂલ કરી છે. બે ફ્રેન્ડ્સ છે ને અંદર એકબીજા સાથે ઝઘડે તો હંમેશા શું કે એણે ખોટું કર્યું, બીજા શું કે એણે. બે ભાઈ બહેનો તમે ઝઘડો છો તો શું કહો હંમેશા? આપણે પોતાની ભૂલ કદી કબૂલ કરીએ છીએ? ના, આપણે શું કે એને વાત કર્યો, એને ખોટું કર્યું, પેલો શું કે એને ખોટું કર્યું, બેવ ઝઘડે અને પછી શું મમ્મી પપ્પા કે બેવ ખોટું કર્યું. બરાબર કે નહીં? So sometimes it is possible that we do not understand the mistake that we have done. The teacher in their experience may understand that this is a mistake done. So when they tell us, first listen, understand, and still if you feel that you have not done the mistake that they are accusing you of, then you say, it's okay that you scold me, but I have not done that. Okay? But never be rude. Never be we should always present us, even if something is wrong and even if someone, don't get angry, and that's not good manners. When you are addressing elders, always be polite and humble and good. And don't, what the hell, I did not do anything, who do you think? No, never like that. Always be polite, be humble and say, I don't think I have done, but if you think, I know I have not done. Okay? You have to be firm in your conviction. That is the main thing. Okay.
Didi, as a student, how can we be away from social media?
So simple as that. Be away. Have you understood this? એના જેવું છે કે જુઓ વાત કેટલી સરળ છે તે જવાબ આપી દીધો. You feel that you want to be away from social media? Yes. Now how do you get to the social media? Either through your phone or through your TV or through the computer, isn't it? These are the ways. So what do? The off button is in whose hand?
Ours.
So how to be away from the social media? Switch off.
Okay.
But what do? અને કોઈ કામ કરે તો કામ કરે. Isn't it? So we are becoming slaves of an instrument, a small dead instrument, and you એના વગર ઘણા ચાલે જ નહીં. It's like an addict, you know. જે one person who is addicted to drinking, he says, મને બોટલ બોલાવે છે, અને બોટલ થોડી બોલાવતી હોય. આપણે એની પાછળ પડ્યા છે. We are after the social media. Social media is not after us. Is that very clear? Yeah. The off button is in whose hand? Switch off. Get out of it.
Thank you.
Yes. Up.
Excuse me. When do we actually start believing in something or someone? What is that point? When do we actually start?
Yeah. See, one is called respect. So the minute, whatever you value, if you see it in someone else, then there is a respect. And the minute you get that respect, you start believing in the person. For example, if you have value for knowledge, and you find someone with a lot of knowledge, then automatically you start respecting them. And the minute you start respecting them, you start believing in them. Is it okay? You start following them. You have respect. See, for example, someone who has a value for good language, and if they find someone with excellent language, then they say, શું language છે, બરાબર ને? And then you say, પછી જે કંઈ પણ કહે આપણે માનીએ. Because the minute the respect comes, you start believing and following the person. Yes?
How should be the student be polite and disciplined with their teacher?
See, you are asking how to be polite. Be polite. How to stay away from social media? Stay away from social media. How to be polite? You all know how to be polite, isn't it? You know that this is an arrogant behavior. Don't be arrogant. Be respectful. નમ્ર ભાવ કેવી રીતે રાખવો? નમ્ર થઈને રાખવો. નમ્રતાથી નમ્ર ભાવ આવે. So be number. Any, yes, there's one hand going in the back. One hand is raised. Yes.
Good afternoon. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
I read a sloka in Gita, but I don't understand its meaning. May I speak?
Please.
Swadharma nidhanam praya param dharma bhayava. I read that lines, but I don't understand its
Yes,
meaning.
I'll explain to you. સ્વધર્મે નિધનમ શ્રેય પરધર્મો ભયાવહ. એનો અર્થ સ્વધર્મ એટલે પોતાનો ધર્મ એ કરવો, એમાં મરી જવું વધારે શ્રેષ્ઠ છે બીજાના ધર્મનું પાલન કરવા કરતાં. સ્વધર્મે આપણા પોતાનો ધર્મ કરતા કરતા મરવું વધારે સારું છે, પણ બીજાના ધર્મનું પાલન કરવા. દૃષ્ટાંત રૂપે, સપોઝિંગ અ પર્સન ઇઝ ઇન ધ ડિફેન્સ, ઇઝ ઇન ધી આર્મી. પોતાનું કર્તવ્ય કરતા કરતા ભલે મરી જઈએ તો એ પોતાનું કર્તવ્ય કરવું, બીજાનું કર્તવ્ય ન કરવું. હવે પોલીસનું કામ શું છે? ચોરને પકડવો અથવા ચોરને દંડ આપવો. અને જસ્ટિસનું કામ છે જજમેન્ટ આપવું. હવે પબ્લિકનું કામ શું છે? જો ચોરને પકડે તો એ ચોરને મારવાનું કામ પબ્લિકનું છે? ના, પોલીસને આપવું એમનું કામ છે. એટલે આપણે ચોરને પકડીએ અને આપણે જ મારવા માંડીએ તો એ બરાબર કહેવાય? ના, એ પરધર્મ કહેવાય. એ બીજાનો ધર્મ આપણે પાલન કરીએ છીએ એવું કહેવાય. ખ્યાલ આવ્યો? આપણે આપણો ધર્મ પાલન કરવો જોઈએ. હવે સ્ટુડન્ટ હોય, સ્ટુડન્ટનો ધર્મ શું છે? ભણવું, બરાબર ને? અને સ્ટુડન્ટ શીખવાડવા માટે કે હું તમને શીખવાડું તો શું કહેવાય? કે પરધર્મ કહેવાય. બરાબર? સ્ટુડન્ટ શીખવા માટે આવે છે, ટીચર શીખવાડવા માટે આવે છે. જો સ્ટુડન્ટ શીખવાડવા માંડે તો પછી શું કહેવાય? એ પરધર્મ કહેવાય. સ્વધર્મે નિધનમ શ્રેય પરધર્મો. પોતાનું કર્તવ્ય કરવું, પોતાનું ધર્મ પાલન કરવું, એમાં એ કરતા કરતા ભલે મરવાનું થાય તો એ વાંધો નહીં, પણ બીજાનું ધર્મનું પાલન ન કરવું, એવો એનો અર્થ થાય છે. ઓકે, વન્ડરફુલ. Very good. I'm so happy that someone has a little knowledge of Gita and understand some shlokas also. Fantastic. Wonderful.
So thank you so much for explaining all these three gun, which we also studied in Indian philosophy. But a little more, I was recollecting about those days. So I had a little doubt that some good or some qualities are already, can be said, innate. By birth we are receiving, or we are creating, we are cultivating, or by birth we are, it is inherent or innate. And through that, are we developing it?
There is two things. One is called nature and then the other is called nurture. So all of us come with inherent potential. આપણા બધામાં જ જન્મજાત અમુક જાતના ગુણો છે, સંસ્કાર છે. So one part is what you bring to the table and the other is what the world gives to you. So for example, there is some people who are born creative or born destructive. Then for them you can do a little bit, but that inherent thing will always be there. And it sometimes is quite dominant and sometimes it's so dominant that the outside circumstances are not able to change it much. For example, a rose seed. You put the rose seed automatically has the inherent rose vasanas, rose potential, rose qualities. So when it grows up, it's going to be a rose plant only. However, the outside, we can provide the right soil, we can provide the right atmosphere so that the rose grows to its best potential. So the teacher and the parent's job is what? Be a gardener. Bring out this beautiful thing that is there in the child, and where it is harmful to cut out and make it proper and shape it right so that it comes into a beautiful being. So both we bring something which is inherent, that is called nature, and what is brought from the outside is called nurture. So both are important. They are two hands which will work. I think the time is up and we shall conclude because I'm sure the children have endless questions and I'm sure in time they will all get answered as well.
And I'm very thankful. Swamini, Vimalanandji, thank you for being with us. And I would like to invite Roshmi teacher to come over the stage and express the word of thanks.
Good morning to one and all present here. Words of wisdom. It enriches and enlightens both our mind and soul. So I am here with enlightened spirit to express on behalf of the St. Mary's family our heartfelt thanks to all the eminent personalities amidst us. Swamini, Vimalanandji, your wonderful way of interaction and presentation, your pleasant smile, your cheerful voice, we thoroughly enjoyed and are truly inspired. We are so thankful to you for being with us, spending your valuable time amidst us. Thank you, Swamini. We are also thankful to Her Highness Rasheshwari Rajalakshmi Devi of St.Mary, Rajasthan. Your presence made this day, this gathering, more precious and auspicious. Thank you. We also express our heartfelt thanks to the disciple and the other dignitaries who honored this gathering. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. And students, let us be all decisive, let us decide to keep the strings of our mind just right, not too loose, not too tight. Thank you.
As we have heard the wisdom, I ask her to warn you all from the danger, because we are all created with 3 gunas, and it is up to you to take up or nurture which guna in you. So I ask her to advise you or warn you, if you don't care for yourself, then any gunas can come into you, right? You want all Tama gunas to be here? Never. So keep the balance of all this, as the dictum goes, never to be too loose, too tight, but gentle. Right. So we thank her very sincerely. It was a wonderful time spent together with her, and I think all of you enjoyed it. I think we had a wonderful time, enjoyed nicely. I thank her sincerely.